There are women in this world whose presence cannot be explained by beauty, wealth, or intelligence. They possess something more ancient, more mysterious, and more magnetic. Carl Jung believed that such women embody a psychology that is both a gift and a burden. It isn't written on their faces, it's hidden in the depths of their aura, in the way they disturb, heal, and awaken the people around them. Today, through the lens of Jung's psychology, we will explore the 7 hidden signs of women with rare spiritual power. Stay with me until the end, because the final sign is the most dangerous one. The one Jung warned can destroy a woman if she isn't aware of it. Sign 1. The aura of silent gravity. Some women don't need to speak to command attention. They can walk into a room and, without a word, the focus of the space shifts towards them. This isn't about conventional beauty or even charisma. It's something deeper, something unseen. Carl Jung would call this the power of projection from the unconscious. When a woman carries strong inner energy, people instinctively sense it and begin projecting their own fantasies, desires, and fears onto her. To some, she appears as a goddess, to others, as a threat. This is why women of spiritual power often feel both admired and misunderstood. They become more than individuals, they become symbols. People can't explain why they are drawn to them or why they feel unsettled in their presence. This gravity doesn't make a sound. It is silent but undeniable. Sign 2. The paradox of solitude and connection. Some women often appear to be deeply connected. They attract friends, lovers, and seekers. But in their inner world, they live with a profound solitude. Jung spoke of the archetype of the wise woman, a figure who is both sought after and set apart. This paradox exists because women of spiritual power see into others with startling clarity. They can pierce through the masks people wear, sensing the pain, insecurity, and longing beneath. This makes others feel exposed. And while people admire them, they rarely know how to approach them with full authenticity. Therefore, these women often live in a state of half-belonging, surrounded by people but rarely understood. It feels like standing on a bridge, one foot in the world, the other in solitude. Sign 3. The dangerous gift of intuition. Jung described intuition as a form of perception through the unconscious, a knowing without logic, without evidence. For women with high spiritual power, intuition is not a passing feeling. It is a force that runs through their entire being. They sense things before they happen. They know when someone is lying without needing proof. They feel the unspoken grief in someone's heart as if it were their own. To others, this seems uncanny, even frightening. To them, it is as natural as breathing. But this gift has a price. Intuition often reveals truths that people don't want to face. And when a woman voices such truths, she risks being rejected, mocked, or even feared. Sign 4. The shadow magnet. Jung believed that anyone who radiates light also attracts the shadow. The brighter the flame, the more moths it draws, some seeking warmth, others seeking to extinguish it. Women with high spiritual power often act as mirrors. They don't just reflect beauty or goodness, they reflect the shadow in those around them. A woman of this nature can enter someone's life and, without trying, expose hidden envy, resentment, or fear. This can awaken admiration in some, but hostility in others. They are loved passionately, hated fiercely, and rarely ignored. This is why some people resent them without reason or try to tear them down. It isn't truly about the woman herself. It's about the unconscious shadows she has awakened in others. Sign 5. The dance between light and darkness. Carl Jung's greatest insight was that the psyche is a union of opposites, light and shadow, conscious and unconscious. Women with high spiritual power embody this union in a way that feels both magnetic and unsettling. They are not naive angels who deny the existence of darkness. They have walked through the fire of heartbreak, betrayal, and loss. They have been broken and remade. This is why their eyes seem to carry both tenderness and fire, why their presence feels both comforting and dangerous. They are whole, not because they are perfect, but because they have embraced their imperfection. People sense this, and it's why being near them feels different. You don't feel judged, but you do feel seen, not just your surface, but your soul. Sign 6. The unyielding inner voice. Inside such women is an inner voice that does not yield to pressure, fear, or conformity. Carl Jung would call this the voice of the self, the deep center of the psyche that guides one toward wholeness. For women of spiritual power, this voice is louder than the expectations of society, the opinions of family, or the temptations of comfort. It tells them to walk away from relationships that suffocate them, even when it breaks their heart. It tells them to reject conformity, even if it isolates them. Jung warned, ignoring this voice is dangerous. If suppressed, it can turn into depression, chaos, even self-destruction. Sign 7. The burden of transformation. Jung believed that those with high spiritual energy are not meant for comfort. They are meant for transformation. For women with this power, life is rarely gentle. They are thrown into storms, betrayals, and crises, not to be punished, but to be refined. Life uses them as vessels. They are not just here to live, but to awaken others. This is why people who cross their path are rarely the same afterward. Some feel healed, some feel shaken, some feel inspired, but no one leaves untouched. This is the burden of transformation. Their lives are not entirely their own. And this is why Jung's warning matters most. If they do not care for their own soul, if they give endlessly, without replenishing, they risk being consumed by the very fire they are meant to carry. If you've recognized even one of these signs in yourself, know this: you are not ordinary. You are not here to simply blend in. Jung believed such souls are chosen for the path of individuation, the lifelong process of becoming whole, of uniting shadow and light. It will not be easy, but it will give your life a depth and meaning few ever touch. So if you carry this unseen power, remember it is not here to destroy you. It is here to awaken you, and through you, to awaken the world.